10:33 a.m. Sunday, 25th of January 2026, and welcome, one and all, to the official video journal for Winter Storm Fern in southern New England. There's your snow. It's already starting, and it's already... Wow, that is fast. We've had time to prepare. I gave everyone like a day or two's warning, and now it's here. So now it's game on, and we're gonna see what the heck happens with all the snow up here and what's going on with the ice down in the southern states. That's also serious. In fact, go ahead and check power. Oh my god. That's what poweroutage.us currently says. We zoom in on that. We have 133 outages in Texas, 120,000 outages in Louisiana, 160,000 outages in Mississippi, 289,000 in Tennessee, 56,000 in Kentucky, 10,000 in Alabama, 27,000 in Georgia. Oh my. Oh, there's even like a leaderboard thing that says it. Holy crap. This storm's already wreaked some major havoc in the southern states. Now that's concerning. And we have mammoth snowflakes falling here right now. Well, that's what we got going on for the time being. Let's go ahead and take a look out here. So currently the weather station is saying it is 14 degrees outside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open up one of these so we can see. Oh my god! When did this start? There's already so much on the ground. Oh, and there also was still a tiny bit of residual snow from the last system left over when I went out to get pizza last night. Wow, that is crazy. I did everything I could to prepare to be in here for days, so hopefully I will be good. I'm going to be charging my EcoFlows in a bit because I'm probably going to need to do that too, given what's going on in the southern states. But it's purely snow up here, so I would assume that I'm going to be okay. But you never know, power outages can strike at any time, so gotta be prepared. But look at all of this snow. This is ridiculous. Well, this is not a very good sign. So I'm recharging my EcoFlows to make sure I'm prepared, and my Delta 3 Plus has gone into Storm Guard. That is not a good sign. That means we have something serious on the way. You can see it's on emergency charging. It's charging it more than I have it set to charge it normally. And we have a little Storm Guard icon lit up there. That's a bad sign. This might be bad. As for what's going on outside at the moment, still snowing a lot. Look at all that snow. And down there too, they're like trying to clear it off as it falls, but really not much success with that. Snow is just going to be able to keep accumulating because it's so cold outside. We are well below freezing, so unless the surface is actually heated, which we can't rule out the possibilities of some of them being heated, but I don't think like any walkways or anything are heated here. But unless the surface is like actually being heated actively, or there's a heat source underneath something, or something is a heat source, yeah, I think that the snow is just going to be able to accumulate without any issue. And this is going to happen for many, many hours. Uh-oh. So it is now 3:13 p.m. Still snowing outside. So I got my radio here. I have two radios, this one and the smaller one there. My radios are at the ready in case they are needed to stay up to date with what's going on, because communications could go down because of the winter storm. In any case, there's my Delta 3 Plus. It's still plugged in, and it's still got Storm Guard triggered. Got the heat going right now. I have my heater here going. The humidifier is running because it's very cold and dry. You can see it's barely even doing anything. We still are not looking at very desirable conditions. Well, the temperature is actually okay. It's just the humidity. Now my weather station agrees it's snowing, and it is 15 degrees. Temperature is not really coming up that much. And got another heater for the hallway, also running on setting 1, so get some heat out here because the vent distribution isn't that good. Now for your look outside, where it is of course still snow. My god, that is a lot of snow, and you can't even see the walkway to the building anymore. Holy crap. I can't even tell how much is on the ground. People have been actively clearing snow off of stuff, but obviously the efforts of clearing snow, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with this. I mean, this is very cold and powdery snow because it's so cold outside. So it can just blow around and back on whatever the heck it gets cleared off of. It can blow around pretty much anywhere. And there's a lot of it so far. I cannot see the road. Like, you can't see the road. Holy. I'm gonna go look out a different window. We gotta get another, like, perspective on what's going on here. Whoa. Holy crap. That's insane. Yeah, the road is completely invisible. Plow truck just came by, so now it's not really completely invisible because of the tire marks. But otherwise, you cannot tell where roads and walkways are because there's so much snow and it can build up on anything because of how cold it is outside. And you can barely even see. The visibility is really impacted by this because so much snow. The football field is white. Yeah, this is something. Wow. So far, this is a ton of snow, and this isn't anywhere near the amount that we're gonna get. It's gonna continue for like 12 more hours probably. Could possibly be even more. We'll see what happens. But so far, this is a lot of snow. I'm gonna quickly run through what the weather app is currently saying. Still cold, still snowing, winter storm warning in effect. This weather radio went off, I believe, on Friday for a winter storm warning, which has expired now. I don't know why they didn't reissue it or give us another one, but there was a winter storm warning on here a couple of days ago. Anyways, the winter storm warnings are in effect, and we have, I'm just going to stay zoomed in. Forecast, it says sleet, but it's actually snow. This is what the radar is showing as of right now. That is pretty serious. And if I go to the precipitation graph, yeah, look at that. We have already a lot of snow that has fallen. And it's only been since like 10 a.m. And there's already so much. We're getting 2 inches per hour, according to the snowfall rate here. That is showing. That's crazy. Yeah, that is a lot of snow. And this app likes to say that it mixes way more than it actually does. Because it's still going to be below freezing for all of this period here, so I don't think there's going to be any mixing. And then, look beyond here. So we get like probably a very, very brief period where it may peak at or above freezing, but then it's right back to this extreme cold, and that is just going to persist, as you can see. Because look at all of that. Single digits. Pretty much every day beyond when this storm finally moves out. Oh, let's look at the winds too. Because this has also gone up in a concerning way. We're getting close to 40-mile-an-hour gusts now, and the wind is starting to make its way in, and we're going to start to really feel the effects of the wind starting at like 6 p.m. and it's going to be lasting pretty much through, oh, look at that, pretty much through 3 a.m. and then it will die down as we're moving out here, and then the wind shifts direction before coming back in because the Arctic blast is going to be taking place once the storm is out of here. And visibility is not good. Look at that. Oh my god. 410 yards. Yeah, this is pretty low. And looks like we had even lower earlier. That is crazy. You can barely see outside because of all the snow. So yeah, we'll go from 25 plus mile visibility to almost nothing. Just like that. And the relative humidity has been climbing up slowly. We had dew point below 0. I'm going to have to zoom back in to see here. Dew point was below 0 until this settled in here, and now it's slightly above 0. And the feels like is very low as well, as you can see. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at in the weather app right now. This heater is going, trying to keep it warm in here because, well, it's currently active snowfall, and it's going to remain cold as well. Yeah, this is quite the winter storm. Winter Storm Fern is definitely going to be one for the history books. And it's not just because of the impacts here, because it's done so much more in so many other places. This is something else. Like, look at all of this snow. Look at that! You like, can't even see! This is blinding! I can't see across the football field. Like, you just can't see anything. That's wild. I'm gonna check back in on poweroutage.us. I just dropped my mouse. Okay. 1 second here. I had to check back in on poweroutage.us because the mouse is on the floor. That's not a good thing. We're gonna see what poweroutage.us is saying now. Let's see here. Yikes. Tennessee has gone up to 339,000 people without power. I'm gonna have to refocus here. Yeah, 339,000 people are out in Tennessee. And this map is way more lit up than it was earlier. And it's starting to crawl up here too. Not quite into New England. Oh, wait, maybe a little bit. Massachusetts is at 2,193 out. And those are the counties that we're looking at that are having problems. Not a whole lot going on up here yet, but that's probably going to change once we get into the evening hours and the wind becomes a factor. We already have all of this snow on the ground. There's just going to continue to be more snow falling out of the sky, and then the wind is going to hit, and then it'll be all over from there. Good thing I have charged up my EcoFlows. I'm probably going to need them as we progress into the evening hours. Well, it's 5:35 p.m. and yeah, we're still going. No surprise there. Still got snow blowing around. There is so much on the ground already. This is still supposed to go for several more hours. Oh my god. Look at how high that is! These people have been trying to clear off all the walkways and stuff as it's been snowing. Honestly, we're just fighting a losing battle trying to do that. This is ridiculous. The weather app is saying sleet/wintry mix. I am not seeing that because it's too cold for it to be mixing. This is still pure snow. This looks like the flakes are smaller, but that's about it. The weather app's also saying 25 degrees, and my weather station here says it is 19.8, which is around 20 degrees, but not the same thing. Over here we have... Oh, this is... We got, whatever the heck that is moving through right now. Yeah, everybody's gotta go really slow, because, the roads... Look at that! That's steep! That is a crazy amount of snow that is already on the ground. There are plow trucks coming through. Yeah, this is a lot already, and there's still more that is forecasted to fall. I was unable to see across the football field earlier today. Now that the sun has gone down, even though, well, the sun hasn't really been out at all today because it's been snowing the whole day. Now, visibility is going to be even bigger issue. This is already a lot, and there's still more to come. And I've just been watching all the snow falling from inside because I really don't want to go outside. I mean, it's cold and it's snowing and what else? What the heck is that? Is that a mouse? That's a mouse. Why is there a mouse jumping around outside? Get out of there! You can kind of see the sidewalk there. Look at the change in snow depth. It's like there's still a layer of snow that went back up on the sidewalk, and then you have... Wow. That is insane. The change in snow depth between surfaces that are actively being cleared off, which we're finally losing battle doing that, and surfaces that are not being cleared off. There's the mouse. Why is there a mouse running around outside? It was just here. Oh, whoops. I lost sight of where it went. Regardless, my point is, tons of snow on the ground already, and there's still more to come. As for how we're holding up here, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about possible power outages. But for the time being, we're still good. You know, the power's still on, as you can clearly see, because the lights are on. My eco-flows are charged, though, and I plan on keeping it that way, because, you know, may need backup power. It's always a good idea to have solutions on hand for when things go wrong. Let me get down from this chair here. But, yeah. Right now we've hit 20 degrees. This is ridiculous. There's so much snow on the ground. Look at that depth change. I would go outside to show you like a more close-up look, but I don't feel like going outside in this. Maybe I can go by like a side door or something. I might try that. I'm gonna try and get a look at some side doors here. Whoa. I got snow buildup on this window here. I've also got my thermal camera with me so we can see how bad the cold intrusion is before I even... Oh, whoa. Yikes. It's also showing up like crazy on the thermal camera. Look at that. I have to focus in, but yeah, let's take a look at this on the thermal camera. You can see, yikes. Yeah, we got cold air spilling in, and there's a hot spot right next to it because there's a heater. But yeah, this door is propped open, and there is snow making its way in. That is bad. Oh man, yeah. I don't know if I can even get this door open. Wow. Yeah. And then there's just a bunch of snow preventing it from closing all the way. That's not good. How to fix this? I did what I could. That's really bad. That's a problem. Let me get this heater here. That's gonna melt and... Oh my god! This is what happens when you leave the door propped open during a winter storm like this. Something you should never do. Let's go look at some other side doors and see what I see. Alright, that was one side door, and I guess I won't be going out that door for like another week. Alright, approaching side. Oh, look at that. Yeah. We got snow piling up on this window too. I'm gonna go down the northern stairs of the South Tower. And there's snow on this window too. That's a bad sound that I'm hearing. Oh yeah, we got problems with this one too. The heater's rattling, but according to my thermal camera, it's working fine. Yeah, I just have to kick it. Oh no. Oh geez, there's snowflakes getting in through the door. Because these won't close all the way, and I can't even get this open. Oh, holy crap. That's so high. Now let's see if the... Get it out of there, and this door will not close all the way. This is bad. This is really bad. The snow is actually causing some problems here with the doors. I tried. There's not really any worth in trying to close these doors. I just can't do it. It would be better to take a... Wow. The light glare is going to be an issue, but there's so much snow. I don't want to open this window, but look at all that. Let's see what else I can see out of some other doors. Come out here, and we're gonna look around to see what else is going on elsewhere. This is a pretty big building, so I got some room to roam. But I'm not going outside. There is no way that's happening. Look at it's blocking the side doors, and we are getting problems resulting from that. And this is really, really high. If I get down to the ground here, you can see just how much snow there is. Oh, it's even getting in through this door. This is one of those automatic doors, and there's like a climate chamber here that more modern, larger buildings have. I think I'm gonna turn off my thermal camera because I'm not really using it right now, but cold out here. I'm not gonna get too close to that and trigger it, but this is going now, but I meant to not do that, but that's going pretty high. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go down this way. The wind is beginning to become a factor, so you may start to see some somewhat more blizzard-like conditions. I'm not going to get to 30 sustained, but we're seeing gusts into possibly even the 40s. So yeah, that may be an issue. They've been treating this area, but I don't think it's been enough to keep up with all the snow, because look at how high these snow drifts are. It's not showing up that well because of the glare, but if I zoom in and focus on the snow drift, hopefully you can kind of see. Yeah, there's a huge. The lights are off over here, so I think we won't have glare issues. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is classic massive winter storm type stuff that we're looking at here. There's so much snow on the ground. You can really see the depth of this too. Oh man. Holy crap. And there's still so much more to come. Let's look in this room here, where the lights are currently off. Wait till I trigger this motion sensor to turn them on. Uh-oh. We also have trouble. Node 13, Node 13, CO expired. That was there yesterday, it's still here today. I don't know why it hasn't cleared. But, this right here, this is our big problem. Yeah, that's not good. And to get a photo of this, I just got my phone out so I can do that, because this has to go in the thumbnail. There's snow making its way inside through all of these exterior doors, which is a problem. For some reason, we also had a ceiling tile loose. That's nothing to do with the storm. I don't know why that's like that. Let's go look at the north tower doors. This one here is okay because they've been clearing it out. But let's go in here. And let's look first in this one. And yeah, look at that. We got the same thing going on. There's snow getting in the doors. And this heater's going. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Yeah, wow, this is quite the winter storm. Thank you, Fern, for bringing snow inside the building. There's one more stairwell in this tower, too. And then there is another glass door all the way at the other end. So we're gonna go look at both of those and see what's going on. No power outages here yet. Oh, these windows. Okay. Let's go ahead and open that up, because I want to take a look out this window here. And sure enough, that is some really deep snow. I can see Wiley from here. That's nice. But you look at, wow, that is really high. That's like almost up to the window. And this window's a fair bit above the ground, I would say. See the snow in the street light there. Alright, let's keep going. Are we going to the other stairwell now? there, and 4. And, okay, looks like it's not as bad with this door. I don't know, maybe if I open it, I can... There's so much cold spilling, and this door's not closed all the way. I can't open the damn thing! It's honestly better that it stays closed, so... Yeah, I cannot get this door open. I wonder if I could, like, see down from above. But that door's not gonna open. Alright, there's a window above it. And snow gathered on the windowsill too. Oh yeah, this is not getting cleared out, so the snow is completely blocking that door and it cannot be opened. It is really high. There's so much has fallen already. So, yeah, several doors are blocked by the snow, and there are barely any ways remaining to get out of this building. Alright, over here we have... nice. A lot of snow in front of this door too. Go figure. Yeah, there's no way getting out of this one either. Because we got huge snow piles. Some of them already over a foot tall, it looks like. You can see across kind of from there, not really because of the glare. But yeah, the general consensus. This snow is really problematic. We are actually partially snowed in. The stairwell doors are blocked, and the snow is even getting in through some of them. So, yeah. This is a game of survive if you can. It's based on what you got now. There's no way you're going out to get more stuff. Luckily, this is the best and largest residence building on campus here. So, I think I will be good. Like, there's still a lot of room to go around, and the vending machines here. So, there are snacks for people willing to shell out $1.75. And drinks. There's also several bottle fillers around the building. I thought there would be one over here somewhere, but there's not. And the cafe, that's probably the most important part. So, I think our odds of survival here in this building, Brookside, are pretty good. Other buildings, I don't know, though. Like, I would say people in the other apartment buildings, like Wiley and Garrahy, probably also have a decent chance of survival, because they got kitchens and probably stocked up on stuff, but everyone else, it is not looking good. It is looking bad. That is what we got for right now. We will see what continues to happen throughout the evening. So here is 8:59 p.m. The weather station says 9:01, but it's not set correctly. It's 26.8. And still snowing. No surprise there. Got a little patch cleared out there. But don't know if that's gonna last. I mean, look at all of that snow that we've got on the ground already. There's a lot. There's huge amounts of snow. Yeah, let me look out the other window. The snow shovels are buried. And the snow is so high up now in places where it hasn't been cleared off that There's a fire hydrant over there that is like halfway buried in snow. That sign over there, and there's so much snow just everywhere outside. And it's slowed down, but it's still falling. And now the wind is coming into play. So, I see a light flickering in the distance over there. That might have nothing to do with the storm, though. I think it's just the building has a bad light because it's an old building. But definitely worth noting that that's flickering. The wind is starting to come in play. I don't know if you can tell. It's a very, very light wind so far. So it really is hard to tell, but the wind is starting to become a factor. That stupid smoke detector is still beeping. The alarm department was supposed to change these out like yesterday, or 2 days ago actually, and they just haven't. They're lazy, they don't want to do it for some reason. But the main point is, look at all of this snow. And there are icicles on this street light here. That's a bad sign for what is to come in the future. There's still more precipitation expected, probably just light snow from here on out, but there's still so much on the ground, and it's going to be very cold once the storm moves out. That's where we're at right now. I don't know what the heck is going on out here. People are screwing around in the snow. I missed when that actually happened, but this is pretty funny. People are messing around in the snow. Oh, they're still doing it. I don't know what the heck is going on out there, but yeah, snow is still falling. You see some tiny flakes still there. There's a lot of them. But we're still going here. And they're flying. That is a sign the wind is in play. Although it's hard to tell because it doesn't look like the trees are moving. They are like a tiny, tiny bit, but not really that much. But there's already so much snow on the ground. People have been trying to shovel off the walkways, and you can see a gigantic change in the snow depth between where people have been trying to clear the snow and where they've been clearing it to, or not even touching. And over here, if you're attentive enough and time it right, you can see when the wind gusts, it kicks up a bunch of snow, because this is all light powdery snow, since it's still so cold outside. That it's just pure snow, there's no melting going on or any sort of mixing. There's people out in the football field, that looks deep. And yeah, those plants and stuff down there are completely buried. There's so much snow on the ground. And look at this! The bottom of the window, there's snow up here too. There's like a whole hill of it. I should probably measure this. I'm gonna grab my measuring tape. I got it somewhere. I don't know if it's in my drawer or in one of my bags, but I would like to measure the actual depth. I think it's in a bag. I'd like to measure the actual depth of the snow on the windowsill. Alright, I'm grabbing my measuring tape out of this bag here. It's in here somewhere, I gotta dig around for it. Alright, one sec here. I'm just gonna put the camera down while I grab that. Got it. Alright, let's go measure. This is just what's up here on the windowsill. There's so much more down on the ground outside. I'm not going out there to measure it right now. I can try to do that tomorrow, maybe, when it finishes snowing. For right now, here's what we're looking at. Let me get this in focus first. Alright, just on this windowsill, we have right around 4 inches of snow that has piled up here. That's wild. And on the ground there is at least 4 times as much. Probably, possibly even more. This is an insane winter storm. And I've seen videos of what's been going on further south where all the ice has been happening. Wow. This is probably the worst winter storm since the 2000s, honestly. Like, holy crap, the amount of people this is affecting and the severity of the effects in so many places. Like, look at that. This fire hydrant is more than halfway buried under the snow. And then this street light is developing icicles already, because it's producing heat, and as cold as it is outside, you know, that thing produces heat, but then, you know, snow on top of it's melting and refreezing as it's falling. So that's happening, and the snow is really putting up a crazy fight in terms of blocking all our pathways, so like I can't leave this building. All of the doors, well, almost all the doors, some of them people have been working on actively clearing, but almost all of the doors are blocked by snow. You've seen that earlier when I actually went to all the doors in the building to see what was going on, because there was snow creeping in through the doors somehow. Probably because some of them were cracked open. And all of the doors that were closed, which technically was all of them, but some of them weren't like closed all the way, are blocked by snow. Except for where people have been actively clearing the snow, so that at least we have a way out of here. But the snow has just been blowing back onto whatever people have been clearing it off of, so it's a losing fight. We are not winning this. But look at that. People have obviously been clearing that walkway off several times. We've got a little plow truck thing coming through here right now, but they're not even using the plow. I think they're dispersing salt onto the roads. But at these temperatures, that's barely even going to do anything. Honestly, if that smoke detector could shut up, that would be nice. Yeah, people are still trying to shovel the walkways off, but look at all of that. That is... Mother Nature just keeps fighting back, and I don't think we're going to be winning this one. Like, genuinely. That is just light powdery snow. It can easily just be blown back where it was cleared off of. So this is quite the issue for travel. And then further south where all the ice happened, there's almost 1 million people without power. So yeah, hopefully we're not next, because this has been pure snow, but the wind is starting to factor itself in, and I'm worried for where this is headed. Wow, this is crazy. I've just opened my weather app here, and it says we're at 20 inches of snow. 20! That's more than we were forecasted to get. If I hover over some of these bars here, there were points in time we were getting nearly 3 inches per hour. That's ridiculous. And wind gusts hitting 40 now. That's great. And we still got more hours of snow on the way. There's the current radar. It's not done yet. Still more snow on the way. Staying freezing and below. This is crazy. Alright, the wind is definitely starting to hit. Just saw a gust come through and the street light was shaking. I don't know if another one is going to happen. I kind of missed that. I can actually kind of see it in the trees now. It's moving a little bit. Oh, there we go. Now it's shaking again. Street light. Yikes, the wind is in play. Also, that guy down there trying to clear all the snow is not working. There's way too much of it. The wind is now in play, so this just got infinitely worse. Yikes, we are not looking at a very good scenario here. There's so much snow on the ground already, still more expected, and now the wind has come out to play. And people are actually trying to drive in this. What the heck? Oh, that's just a plow truck. I have seen nobody except plow trucks on the road and like one other van or something. Oh my, this is quite the winter storm. Alright, it's around 11:32 right now. Still Sunday evening, and still snow everywhere. It's still actively snowing, in fact. It's just really light right now. But there is still snow falling, so we're not done yet. People are still trying to clear snow off walkways. That is an insanely high snow pile right there. That is like half of their height, as I'm seeing from here. And we've still got all this snow. We have stuff on the window right here. It looks like it has frozen. I'm gonna focus on it. Yeah, this is on the window, and it does look like it froze, and that's not very good. I don't know what's going on with this. Why the heck that's on the window, but yeah. I don't know what the heck that is blowing around out there, but there's stuff just blowing around with the wind now in play. You can see things are blowing around. We've got huge snow mounds. There's so much snow on the ground. And there were people out in the football field earlier. You can see where people tried to walk. And there's the staircases over there in the stands for the football field. There is so much snow on them that you can't even tell that those are supposed to be stairs. Because it's all like smooth. You can't even see the details of the stairs underneath the snow anymore. And if I get over here so that we can see a wider field of view, we have my lamp causing glare. That's great. Don't feel like going to turn it off right now, so you're gonna have to deal with it. But we got a ton of snow all over everything. Still barely tell where the road is, although you can kind of tell now because there's a massive change in the snow depth between where people have been constantly trying to clear roads and walkways and where they haven't been doing anything. Just goes to show how much snow has fallen already, and there is still more snow falling. I don't think there's going to be too much more because it's all light now, but there is still more that is falling. Now, let me get off of the chair. I'm going to turn around here, and we're going to look at what my weather station is saying, and the pressure has fallen quite a bit. And we have 29 degrees right now, and it is showing snow. The relative humidity outside has gone up quite a bit, because all that offshore moisture has been brought onshore, and that's kind of where all of this snow really came from, and where all the extra snow that we're getting is coming from. The electricity's held up fine up here, but there are still 800,000 plus people in several states that got hit by the ice in the dark. And they're probably going to be in the dark for days to come, because, well, a pretty serious ice storm in those states. So it's going to be a long recovery for those guys down there. And up here, We've got the wind in play, and you can still see some snow blowing about. And people are still trying to manage all of this to pretty much no avail. Because it's just going to keep blowing back onto whatever people clear the snow off of. And there's people walking out in this too. I don't know what the heck they think they're doing, unless it's people trying to clear the snow off of stuff, but this has been quite the event so far, and it is not over yet, and we got a serious Arctic blast that's going to be setting in once the storm moves out. And that's going to be something to look at. And yeah, look at all of that. Huge snow mounds. Here's what's going on at 1:15 a.m. It's now Monday. So, there's your outside. There's still a tiny residual amount of snow that's falling, and there is wind that is causing some snow to blow up and hit this window, and you can see it's even freezing upon contact if I focus in on the actual window pane. And that's a little crackling that I've been hearing on occasion. And yeah, so much snow has fallen already, and the system's about moving out. And weather app right now is currently saying 32 degrees snow, and that's the radar, and the snow is expected to stop soon. Winter storm warning still in effect, and the temperatures, this is the warmest it's going to be for a week. 32 degrees, which is still freezing and below. We are about to enter a free fall, and then it's going to be cold for days. In fact, 32 is the highest you're going to see until next Monday. This cold is just going to last, and now it's showing a 50% chance of more snow next weekend. Hooray! Another snowstorm! What does this one say? Oh my. This one's got stronger winds associated with it too. Speaking of winds, let's look at the winds that we're looking at right now. We have 18 miles an hour and gusting up to 39, borderline 40 here. So yeah, right now we're at the peak of the winds, and we've still got that 20 inches staring me in the face here of all that snow that we've gotten. And just cold for days. Alright. Now, I suppose it would be in order for me to go and look out the living room windows. So, let's do that real quick. I may as well turn the lamp off so that we can avoid glare here. So I'm just going to press the off button, and that's going to dim off. Boom. And we still got snow blowing around out there. It is horizontal at this point. Look at that. And it's because the wind is taking its effect now. And we've got, on the ground, snow is blowing as well. Yes. That's all the snow that's fallen already, and there's still a tiny residual amount left to go. Not that much more expected, but... Oh, look at the gates over there. How are you even supposed to use those now? And let's look out this window. Oh, great. Got even more stuff freezing on this window. That's great. And then let's zoom in outside. And lo and behold, that is a lot of snow. At least the visibility's back up since the snowfall rate has gone down significantly since earlier. But there's just so much on the ground already. And that fire hydrant that I've been monitoring for how much snow we got, that is up to 3/4 of the way buried in snow now. There's just so much on the ground, and this is just going to be able to exist. This is what we're looking at, and I may or may not later on head outside once the snow has finished falling completely. But right now, there's still some residual snowfall, and this is what we're looking at. Same story as it's been. Snow, snow, and more snow. But of course, we now have the wind included as well. So, that may actually start leading to some power problems, potentially. And also, blowing snow is going to be an issue as well. So, that's where we're at for right now. And that smoke detector still has not shut up because the alarm department still has not come to change that out. The weather station here. Now it's too dark to see that, but we got 29 degrees and we have 1004 millibars, the lowest reading that we've had so far. I suppose you can see that a little bit. So, that's where we're at. As for in here, we're still holding alright. I have what we got here, 75 degrees in this room, 30% relative humidity, which is not terrible, but still pretty dry. I've just been doing my best to manage here. This heater and this humidifier going. Surprisingly, this weather radio has not sounded off since like Thursday or Friday when a winter storm warning came through. That was, to my surprise, the only time a winter storm warning was issued on this weather radio. I don't know why they haven't given us any additional alerts since then, but they did give us an alert, so credits to the National Weather Service for doing that. Because it definitely was warranted with all of this that we've got going on outside. And, yeah, it's not over yet, so I'm just going to continue to monitor what happens, and if anything else happens, there will be another update. Well, there will be another update regardless, because, well, we've still got snow falling, and I want to see what happens when the snow is wrapped up, and what we're looking at outside, and I may actually see if I can go about and just see how much snow there really is outside, because it's hard to judge from the second floor of an apartment building. Could be worse. This is only the second floor. There are people on the 5th and 6th floors where it's really going to be hard to judge, but still not the easiest in the world, even only being one floor above the ground floor, and this is the lowest floor that you can live on in this tower. And I also just want to see more areas rather than just surrounding this building. I have not left this building at all today. And I'm also going to be checking poweroutage.us as well to see if anything else happens, because now that the wind is in play, there is the possibility for power outages happening up here too. And we've still got that 800,000 plus that happened where the ice fell. So, yeah, that is where we're at right now, and I will update you later. This is several hours later at 5:58 a.m. This is bad. I'm checking all of the side doors again, and this one is propped open and will not close because of all the snow and the ice that is on it, and I can get a view outside. Holy crap. This is really bad, and I'm not gonna stay down here because it's cold. That could definitely lead to problems. We're gonna have to fix that, but I don't have the equipment with me to do that. Let's check the other doors. Nobody's gonna be up right now. And I do also have my thermal camera too, just so I can see how bad the cold spill is from these doors where the snow is getting in. And even just on this window, you can see it's not looking that good. It's pretty cold. Now let's actually head down to the door. This, I feel cold in this one too. Uh-oh. This one feels even colder. And yeah, sure enough, this door is propped open and the snow is holding it open. Oh my. That's bad. That is really bad. Whoa. Alright. Coming out of the stairway. Huge temperature difference. Huge snow pile. That is almost halfway up of this window. See that? That's huge. As people tried to clear out the door, not much success because the door is being held open by the snow. And this thing here is running its guts out, trying to keep it warm in here. Look at its thermal profile, huh? Not bad. We're getting 108 degrees coming out of that. Meanwhile here, that's bad. But we are doing a decent job fighting the cold, even with the doors being propped open. So, props to that. Things going. And then we have everywhere else. The lights are off in the building because it's the middle of the night, so you're not going to see anything down the hallways. But I think the story is going to be the same pretty much everywhere. There's just tons of snow outside, and yeah, I assume if I actually go out there, that will trigger the lights to turn on. And well, I'm not going to do that. But you can kind of see the snow on the other end from here, so yeah. So that's still dealing with the same problem we were dealing with earlier, where the snow is causing problems with the side doors. That's not good. Timed it right, it looks like. Somebody is now clearing the snow out of this door. So hopefully that'll allow it to close all the way. If I had my own shovel, I would do it myself with the other one, but I do not. Well, I have a shovel, I just don't have it here. But yeah, people are working on making sure that the doors will actually function correctly. So much snow is falling, and it looks like it's finally come to a close at least. However, remember in the forecast how residual snow showers were also mentioned as part of the recipe? That is still a possibility, and we can't rule out the fact that there could be some additional light snow showers. Not that they would add on much to what we already have on the ground, because there's so much snow. But we can't rule out the possibility that there could still be a tiny bit more than this. But we are already at a large snow total of 20 inches or something like that. Wild stuff. It's 12:54 p.m. on Monday, and the snow has mostly stopped falling, but remember I still said there would be residual snow showers, and I think that might be happening. Don't know when, but there probably will be residual snow showers anyways. That is what we're looking at. That is a lot of snow on the ground, and I do want to try to go outside to get a closer look at what's going on with all of the snow out there, because you can only see so much from in here, you know. Looks like there might even be residual snow falling right now. I don't know if you can tell, there are some micro flakes in the air. But yeah, I will be trying to go outside later to see this up close. Alright, let's do this. To go outside, I'm gonna need to exit through a main door rather than one of the side stair doors because, well, you saw what happened with those last night. I don't know if anything has improved with the stair doors. Okay, they got this one closed, and there is a sign on it now that says, "Please push door closed." Because the snow has been giving problems with these doors. Shut that thing up. Oh man, a lot of people are in this building. I'm wondering if there's a reason for that. Let's go ahead and try it. Gonna look outside while people are removing the snow. Well, I'm just gonna take a look at how much snow we really got from a close-up perspective.
What should I get for Dad? Yeah, I'm gonna get
This one from empty last night to buzzing with activity down here. Let's take a look. It's the first time going outside since the winter storm, and wow, that's a big snow pile right there. And there's just still thin layer of snow everywhere, and I can feel some flakes still flying right now. I'm gonna see how far I can actually get. It probably will not be that far. We got people dispersing rock salt. It's probably not gonna work with how cold it's gonna get. And a lot of snow has fallen. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be getting very far. Here would probably be a good place where we got the steam thing. This is warm, so no snow has been able to accumulate on top of it. But elsewhere, different story. See if I can find a place where the snow hasn't been like added to by people and measure how much has fallen. About right here, the low point it looks like. That's looking like, yeah, about 18 inches according to my measuring tape. That's a crazy amount of snow. That is 1.5 feet of snow. And I just want to see how much far I can get. Look at all of this snow. There's so much everywhere. Wow. Yeah, that is. Look at all this snow. And I still feel flakes hitting my face. It's just started snowing again. Oh, we got this path people tried to clear off, and I think they gave up on it. Was that a bird? Shouldn't be here right now. I don't know how far I'm gonna be able to get, but we're gonna see. I think we got a little warm patch right here. Yeah, we got another steam thing. It's probably the explanation behind these warm patches where it seems everything's melted. Because the air temperature is well below freezing. And there is no sun, and we still have snow falling. I don't know if the camera is picking it up because these are microflakes. But yeah, this is the largest winter storm that we've had since I've been at this university, and I'm in my final semester, so it's been a while. I'm like, this is tall.
Hey!
Almost half my height.
Sleep with one eye open, friend.
Do I dare go down by Wiley? Let's see. Yeah, I guess snowflakes hitting me in the face. I have prepared for this to the best of my ability. And yeah, wow. We have monster snow piles by Heathman here. And also monster snow piles over by Wiley. This is a sight to be seen. Imagine if I was still in Wiley and I wouldn't have access to a cafe in my own building. But Wiley has some great things too, so not ashamed to say it's still one of my favorite buildings of all time. Oh my. Yeah, it looks like you're not going to be able to play basketball for the next, like, 3 weeks. And apparently there is another winter storm on the way for next weekend too, so they get, like, 2 months at this point. Look at all of this snow. This is ridiculous, and like I can't even go up to the building because this is here. There's the generator for Wiley all the way over there. Not running, so that means the power did not go out, thank goodness. Probably, you know, maybe you can see the snow. Tiny little snowflakes falling right now. I really don't know what else to say. There's just so much snow out here. I want to see where else I'll be able to get to observe the snow up close. It's like this line here. And there's just a coating of snow on everything, even treated surfaces. This is impossible to clean up. And I don't think this is going to be going away until the next winter storm arrives, which is just going to add even more snow on top of all this. There's going to be a never-ending loop now. We have officially gone into the real winter here. This is just so hard to traverse. Oh, maybe I can make it across there. Oh, I don't know about this. And we still got plow trucks. I'm gonna try. This is actually a mess. We got people trying to drive down these roads. Oh my. Okay, I made it. Let's see what it's like down the other end of campus. Look at how high this is. Down here, this is pretty much the ground, and then the snow goes up to here. That's a huge difference. And then over here, this here's more than half my height. Like, I don't even... Let me measure it for you, if I can, because this is really, really tall. Obviously not all of this fell from the sky, some of this was like pushed off of the roads and the sidewalks. But let's see what we're working with here. And we have, it looks like 37 inches. Right around 37 inches, maybe a little bit less, 35 to 37, with this massive pile here. Yeah, wow, some of these are really high. There is so much snow on the ground. I'm definitely getting some flashbacks to the 2010s here. Specifically, what this reminds me of the most, I don't think I'm going to be able to get further than this. Because this is all... I can't go that way, I can't go this way without going on the road. That sidewalk is all blocked too. Got a snowblower going over there, trying to clear this pathway right now. But I was gonna say, this reminds me of 2015, Winter Storm Juno specifically. Because that dropped a lot of snow where I live. And I just remember like going out in it for weeks after. That snow just did not want to go away for a very long time. In 2015, we got a lot of snow that year in New England, so I feel like we're gonna have a similar thing happen this year. We've already had like several small snow systems leading up to this, and then we have this. And this is the first like actually large snow system that we've had in the 2020s since Keenan. Keenan was the only other one that I can remember since 2020. And now we have just had Fern, and this is a lot of snow, and our classes were canceled for today as early as on Friday, which was 2 days before the winter storm even hit. So that's how you know something is going to be serious if 2 days in advance we're already getting things canceled and warnings issued. My weather radio also went off for a warning on Friday. So, yeah. People obviously knew this was going to be serious, and well, it was. Not just for New England, because there was a major ice storm further to the south in several states. And they had like up to an inch of ice, I believe, in some spots, which is pretty significant. And plenty of those people are probably still without power because trees and power lines collapsed down there. And now I'm out here and walking through over a foot of snow that fell here. And there are still snowflakes flying through the air. What the heck? And there's your distant view of Brookside in the winter storm. Whoa, this trash bin fell over and it's like almost completely buried. And then the recycling is still standing and the snow's like halfway up that bin. And completely filling it up too, wow. Yeah. And if we really have more on the way, which apparently next week in the system is also supposed to drop a decent helping of snow. If that's really the case, maybe you're looking at snow totals that rival 2015. Because I think that year we got over 100 inches for the entire season. Which, even for New England, that's pretty rare. And New England, we know snow like the back of our hand. Never gone a year without it. There's the storm drain. There's even snow inside the drain. I don't know if you can see that. This is going to be the sight that we're going to be waking up to for the next week and a half, probably. There's just monstrous amounts of snow everywhere. And there's no surface that does not have snow on it. And it's going to be extremely cold. The cold's already setting back in. Here's outside of Cottington. Giant snow piles. Why are there even birds out here after a huge winter storm just came through? Holy crap. Yeah, 'cause there's like 5 entrances to each of these buildings, so they had to clear out a lot, and that results in huge snow piles. Oh wow, that's... If I can make it next to this... This snow pile is above my head. This is taller than I am. I think you might be able to see those flakes now. That's great, just what we needed, more snow! Oh, look at that! This lake here is completely frozen. And there's snow on top of it too. This may be my way down to the southern end of campus, right here. Just really, not much you can do in the way of getting where you want to go. This is ridiculous. Is that a Target bag? Why is that out here? Oh, this does not feel good to walk on. There's just so much snow. A plow truck coming my way. Let me quickly get out of here. Okay. This is like, even the sidewalks that people have been actively clearing off, there's still snow on them. And because it's like the light powdery snow, because it's been below freezing the entire time now, the snow's been falling, and it's still below freezing now, and we have even more flakes falling. If wind comes into play, it's just gonna blow all of this back onto whatever it's been cleared off of. This can just freely blow around, because it's all the light powdery stuff. I don't even have a way to get into this building here. I don't live in it, so it doesn't matter, but it's just something worth pointing out. Oh my goodness. And there's a giant snow boulder over there from the previous winter storm that went through last weekend. And that's still there. Because remember I said there was still a tiny little bit of snow left over from the last system that didn't get to melt before this one came in. And why the heck are there rocks everywhere? What is this? There's like rocks littered throughout all this snow. I think when people are trying to clear this off, because this area over here is all rocks. You can't even tell because the snow is covering everything. But yeah, this is what happened, it looks like, and I think I'm not getting any further than this. That staircase over there, you can't even go on anymore. Because it's completely covered in snow. And over there, same story. I gotta try and head back now. Oh. No. I haven't gone this way yet. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, just what we expected. Holy crap. That's so high up. Oh yeah, not all manholes are hot, by the way. Some manholes do not get thermal energy from underground. I think it's really only the steam ones that do. I've observed that with my thermal camera. They can get up to like 100 degrees or something. Just because, you know, the steam is hot, so it heats up the manhole cover. This is so much snow. And it looks like that branch collapsed and fell. Thankfully, there's nothing around this tree, so nothing was affected by this, but we got a giant tree branch just fell off of this tree. And I can only presume this happened during the storm or earlier. I don't know if it happened before the storm or not, but likely it happened during the storm while the snow was falling. And now this is just buried in the snow. That's fantastic. At least the tree wasn't around anything, so that didn't cause any harm. And then we have just all of the snow around here. This is kind of the only territory I may be even able to get to. I cannot go that way. I don't think there ever has been a pathway over there. And looks like this door you can't really even get to. There's snow in the way of that. They focused mostly on the B door, it would seem. Oh, we got more branches. Tiny ones, but still something. Okay, they cleared out the C door as well, and somebody still walks through the snow there. You can see my very, very deep footprints. And the D door, I think they cleared this one out decently well too. Ah, no wonder it didn't go this way. Ah! Now I gotta get back to my building and not go outside again for the rest of the day. This was not the greatest idea in the world. And this is supposed to be a road. You maybe see the tire tracks? This is supposed to be like a road that you can drive down. And we're still looking at this kind of mess, even on roads that have been treated. We're probably going to be shut down for days here. Just trying to clear all of this mess, and don't really expect much success doing that, so yeah. It's also extremely cold out here, and I think the snow is just going to amplify the coldness now too. And it's going to be cold enough to support this snow just existing all the way up until our next potential winter storm next weekend. It is so cold out here. Still flakes flying. So much snow is on the ground. There's like, look at that. And there are crews working to clean it up. It's just, I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. And we got that there again. I saw that pass by yesterday too. I think that's where they're getting all the equipment from. To try and clear all of this snow. Not that it's working. I'm losing grip here because of all the snow. Man, I gotta cross this mess of a road. That's what the road looks like. Okay. Just about back to Brookside. That's what the road looks like. It's an absolute mess. Okay, people are definitely trying rock salt here. Looks like it's working so far. Might be a more extreme solution here for the rock salt. That's what the outside looks like. Now, back inside, where it's warm and not snowing. This has been quite a winter storm thus far, and it isn't even completely done yet because we still got snow showers forecasted for the remainder of today. They're probably going to be briefing on and off, but well, the fact that there's even more snow happening in the first place. Yeah. Definitely do not go outside in something like this if you do not have to. This is why I stocked up on supplies before the storm so that I can just survive in my apartment for days without having to go out in this kind of stuff. Because this is not something you really want to go out in. There's snow everywhere. It's going to be really hard to traverse through. No matter if you're walking or driving, because the roads, the walkways alike, all covered in snow, and it's really hard to clean up after this much snow is falling. And if it's going to be this cold out, rock salt is really going to be effective. So, this is definitely something you want to, stock up on supplies in your home for. That way you can prepare to just stay in your home for days. It's not like you're going to have to leave anyways if they call things off. But we're looking at giant snow mounds, and it's just going to be able to exist for days. Mother Nature has really delivered on this one. That's where we're at right now, and we'll look at the roof. Kind of overhang thing. Anyways, some holes where there are pipes, but that's it. But there's so much snow is falling, and it's not much is going to change over the course of today, tomorrow, through the end of the week. Oh, great! It snowed a little bit extra, and now the paths are all covered in snow again. Fantastic! It's even snowing right now, as you can clearly see. The flakes are definitely showing up on camera this time. Wonderful! Even more snow! We've already got so much on the ground, and now there's just even more. And the table was completely clear earlier, and people don't throw snow onto the table for no reason. And now there's snow on it, so obviously that came from the sky, and there's snow all over the pathways again. Great! More snow! As if we didn't already have enough on the ground. Let's look out the other window here. What does that bring us up to now? We've already had like 18 to 20 inches, and now some extra snow just fell over the course of today. What does that bring us up to? I sure wonder. The road is still a mess, as you can see there. And there's still snow falling. And we got another storm on the way next weekend too. Forgot about that part. Well, the final results are in. Doesn't look like there's gonna be any more snow that falls. That's what we got going on out there. I'm not gonna go outside again because it is cold. And when I say cold, I mean cold. So there's the giant amount of snow that's all the way over there. And there's just what we're looking at outside right now. Still got plow trucks doing their thing. No more snow will fall, thankfully, so hopefully we can manage this now. The weather station here, I think I need to get on this side of it. What we have is 11.9 degrees right now, which is very cold. And forecast started showing negative numbers for Saturday. Yikes. We'll see what happens, but that's going to be a wrap for this video journal for Winter Storm Fern. We already had so much stuff here, and I showed like the active storm and how much snow we got from it. Other than that, not much exciting happened. It was just, a whole ton of snow up here. And getting really cold now, and that's it. So, that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Probably when our next winter storm is going to be happening next weekend. So, yeah, that's it.